What if I told you that Captain Ibrahim Traoré, the charismatic leader of Burkina Faso, might not be the lone torchbearer in Africa's fight for liberation from Western dominance? In a surprising turn of events, Uganda's veteran President Yoweri Museveni has hinted at aligning with Traoré and other like-minded African leaders to chart a new course towards self-reliance and true sovereignty.
Transformed into finished products by foreigners, bring them $40. This is how Africa has been a major donor to the parts of the world that are managed by cleverer people. Sorry to use these words.
During his fiery speech at the Comprehensive Africa Agriculture Development Program, Museveni condemned the relentless exploitation of Africa's natural wealth by Western powers, particularly in agriculture. He accused them of profiting from African resources such as coffee, cotton, and crude oil, while the continent's people remain impoverished.
To poverty. After waking up our people as to the crucialness of commercial agriculture and rationalizing it, we then realized the danger and the unfairness of confining ourselves to just producing raw materials for other countries far away to transform into finished products. A kilogram of coffee may give us $2.5 as a raw material. However, the same kilogram roasted, ground into powder, and packaged will give the cleverer foreigners who added those steps abroad $40. So Africans get $2.5 per kilo, and the same kilo transformed into finished products by foreigners bring them $40. This is how Africa has been a major donor to the parts of the world that are managed by cleverer people. Sorry to use these words. We do not only lose money per kilogram of coffee, we also lose jobs. The roasting jobs, the grinding jobs, and the packaging jobs are done by the children of the foreigners. While Africa's children are drowning in the Mediterranean Sea, going to prosperous Europe and running away from the impoverished Africa. A shirt like the one I'm putting on, which is made here in Uganda, has got 6 job levels. This shirt here. Level 1, grow the cotton. Level 2, gin the cotton. Ginning means remove the seeds from the cotton. Now, in many African countries, that's where they end. They end at ginning. Level 3, spinning. Spinning, you get the thread from the cotton. Level 4, weaving to make a fabric. Level 5, putting colors. Level 6, tailoring. So out of the 6 job levels, Africa has been ending at, many of the African countries have been ending at level 2. All the other levels out, the money goes away, but also the jobs. All those go away. Uganda discovered some oil about 20 years ago. Up to now, we have not started pumping the oil out of the ground. We're about to start. But the main problem was we didn't agree with the oil companies because they were saying that we should build a pipeline to take the oil, the petroleum, out of the country. Then I told them that I had a rumor that there were human beings here. Why don't we process this petroleum for these human beings who are rumored to be here? It's not confirmed, but there's a rumor that there are some big battle. They told me that oil refineries don't make money. So then I said, but if they don't make money, those who run them, why do they run them? Are they Mother Teresa's? Now I happened to go to Iran. I went to Iran. When I went there, I said, you people, do you have oil refineries? They said, yes, we have 9. Iran had 9 refineries. Now here they didn't want me to have 1, just 1. So because of those battles, it took time, but now eventually they gave up. We shall build the refinery and the pipeline also. And the main reason I support the pipeline is that it will go through Tanzania, my other country, so that they can get some share in our resource, which is theirs also. But that's why it's a very big battle. You can imagine somebody arguing, and when they made a calculation, the oil refinery here is very, very productive, very profitable. What they call the internal rate of return is IRR, is very high, much higher than in other places. So that war of wanting to keep Africa as a raw material producing continent is a very big one. Therefore, this Africa of having no food, of begging, is not the real Africa, but the colonial and neo-colonial Africa. It is a shame. Why doesn't Africa discuss with our brother people of Congo about how this massive water that is not used could help the water-stretched parts of Africa? Another question, is Africa aware of the technology of desalination? Because we spend so much time talking about so many things. But I have never heard people talking about desalination. Desalination happens in nature, done by the sun evaporating ocean water into vapor that eventually becomes rain. Why doesn't Africa intensively study this? If the cost of desalination goes down, Egypt and other coastal countries would become upstream countries, while we that harbor the origin of the Nile would become downstream countries. If this technology of desalination of seawater becomes cheap, then the countries near the ocean can even send us water from the ocean. On the issue of non-tariff barriers, there is no doubt that they undermine the advance of agriculture in Africa. Uganda easily produces all types of agricultural products: maize, sugar, milk, beef, poultry products, etc. The internal market is not enough. However, production is disrupted when in some years, some of the brother countries say they have bumper crops and de-license Ugandan products. Why do you de-license products of a brother country? If you have a bumper crop, let the products compete. I had some issues here with some of the Ugandan inefficient rice growers. Tanzanian rice is better. and cheaper. So they were saying I should ban Tanzanian rice. I said, no, I cannot do that. If you are inefficient, get out of business, go and do something else. If you have a bumper crop, let the products compete. After the Ugandan product has been delicensed, then you hear that the licensing country has now a shortage of this or that. Can they now import it from Uganda? By that time, the Ugandan farmers have been rendered bankrupt and have migrated to new products such as coffee that are mainly bought by foreigners away from Africa. How would African agriculture sustainable advance with this erraticness? I thank everybody.
His rallying cry echoed the sentiments of Traoré, who has become a symbol of Africa's struggle to break free from the vestiges of colonialism through self-empowerment and grassroots development. Since assuming the presidency of Burkina Faso in September 2022, Captain Ibrahim Traoré has initiated sweeping reforms that aim to redefine his country's trajectory. His policies have centered on self-reliance, economic diversification, and the empowerment of ordinary citizens, particularly through agriculture, a cornerstone of Burkina Faso's economy.
C'est sans pitié, c'est sans répit. On ne continuera pas de mourir inutilement.
For instance, Ibrahim Traoré, he has managed to secure sovereignty by prioritizing national security and establishing rapid intervention brigades equipped with advanced technology to combat terrorism and protect the nation's borders.
This represents a profound expression of trust from the Burkinabe people, a trust built on sacrifices and deprivations, made to see Burkina Faso triumph over its adversaries. In the current geopolitical climate, and given Burkina Faso's situation, even the enemies of the state recognize the challenges.
He has also recognized the value of Burkina Faso's gold industry, and he has pushed for local processing by opening modern gold refineries, ensuring the nation benefits from its own mineral wealth. Similarly, industrial initiatives like tomato processing plants and cotton-based production for military uniforms have bolstered local industries and created jobs for Burkina Faso. Ibrahim Traoré has also empowered agriculture, which is a lifeline for millions in Burkina Faso. The government has distributed tractors, tillers, motor pumps, and motorcycles to enhance productivity and support farmers in Burkina Faso. He has also improved public services like healthcare, which has also been a priority in Burkina Faso through Ibrahim Traoré, with mobile clinics bringing essential medical services to remote areas. Meanwhile, anti-corruption campaigns and reforms in public administrations have aimed to rebuild trust in government institutions. Museveni's recent rhetoric aligns closely with Traoré's vision. By pointing to Africa's untapped potential in agriculture and resources, the Ugandan president called for collective actions to end exploitation and retain wealth within the continent. His willingness to collaborate with leaders like Traoré signals the emergence of a pan-African movement to reclaim control over the continent's destiny.